I didn't see it coming, honestly. When I first decided to take YouTube seriously, I was all in. I had lost my job. I poured all my savings into a business that failed, and I found myself in a financial crisis with no backup plan. So, YouTube wasn't just a fun side project, it was my way out. I saw people making money from it, building an audience, creating impact, and I thought to myself, why not me? I already had knowledge to share. I was willing to do the work. And at first, that's exactly what I did. I learned everything I could: video editing, scripting, thumbnails, SEO, content strategy, you name it. I wasn't playing, I was committed. I posted consistently, I analyzed my analytics, and I stayed on top of trends. But despite all of that, my channel wasn't growing. The views were low, engagement was non-existent, and the money, just forget about that. At first, I told myself it was just a matter of time, that I had to keep pushing and success was right around the corner. But as the months went by and nothing changed, something else started creeping in: exhaustion. Not the kind of exhaustion you feel after a long day, but the kind that sits in your bones, the kind that makes you question why you're even trying. And that's when I realized that I was burned out. Before this, I thought burning out was about working too many hours, losing sleep, neglecting self-care. And sure, those things can contribute to it, but I wasn't pulling all-nighters. I wasn't skipping meals or pushing myself to exhaustion physically. My burned out looked different. It was waking up every day feeling drained before I even started. It was the weight of putting in effort that never seemed to pay off. It was the self-doubt creep in, whispering, maybe this is not meant for you. It was feeling stuck, like I was running on a hamster wheel, constantly moving but going nowhere. And the worst part, I didn't feel like I had the option to stop because my financial situation didn't allow me to just take a break and figure things out. I had to make it work, but at the same time, I didn't know how much longer I could keep doing it. But at some point, I had to face the truth. I couldn't keep doing things the way I was. I needed to either quit or completely shift my approach. In quitting, as much as I wanted to, I couldn't bring myself to do it. So I made the decision I was going to give it one last try. But this time, I was going to do things differently. Up until that point, I had been positioning myself as an expert because that's what everyone says to do, right? Establish authority, teach from a place of knowing, present yourself as someone who has it all figured out. And I tried, I really did. But I think deep down, I knew that wasn't me. I wasn't an expert. I was still figuring things out myself, and pretending otherwise felt forced. So I decided, instead of trying to be the person with all the answers, I decided to be the person in the process. Instead of making content from a place of here's how to do it, I started creating from a place of here's what I'm going through right now, and here's how I'm working through it. Because I told myself, what if my audience doesn't need another guru? What if they just need someone who understands? One mindset shift changed everything for me. I stopped making videos from a place of pressure. I stopped worrying about whether I looked polished enough, whether my content was perfectly structured, whether I came across as the authority in my niche. Instead, I started sharing my journey in real time. Like, I make videos where I talk about burnout while I'm going through it. I share my frustrations with growth while I'm in the thick of it. So I let people into my process, even when I don't have all the answers yet, instead of waiting until everything is figured out. And here's what I realized. People don't just want polished advice. They want connection. They want to see someone navigating the same struggles they are facing. They want to know they're not alone. You see, I'm still in it, still figuring things out, but I'm showing up through it. And sometimes I think that's exactly what others need to see. Burnout taught me that forcing things doesn't work. It doesn't matter how much effort you put in it. If you're doing something in a way that doesn't align with you, it's never going to feel right. And I also learned, instead of trying to grind my way to success, I need to focus on sustainability. Instead of chasing numbers, I need to focus on building something real. And instead of trying to be the expert, I simply need to embrace where I actually am, right in the middle of figuring it all out. So, if you are a content creator and feeling burned out right now because you're putting in the work and not seeing the results, and you're now questioning whether you should keep going, let me tell you this: you might just need to recalibrate. Meaning that instead of pushing harder, take a step back and ask yourself, is the way I'm doing things actually sustainable? Does it feel aligned with who I am? Because if it doesn't, then maybe the solution is not quitting. Maybe the solution is shifting. For me, that shift was the difference between complete burnout and actually finding joy in creating again. And now I'm building something that not only feels better, but has a real shot at growing into something sustainable. So if you're in this with me, if you're trying to build something meaningful but struggling to keep going, just know that you're not alone. I get it. I'm still figuring things out myself. And if nothing else, let's at least agree on one thing: we're not giving up yet. Thank you so much for watching this video today. My name is Darlene, and if you found this video helpful, please don't forget to subscribe for more content like this one. Your support means the world to me. And like I always say, you don't have to be perfect to start. You just need to believe in the incredible potential within you. And honestly, the first step is to believe that you are more capable than you realize. Until next time, take care of yourself. Bye-bye.